Welcome to the Basement Talks, brought to you by BarrSco Media. I'm Barry. That's Scott.
Howdy.
We have a special guest today, Tony Trask.
Tony, what's up, dude?
How's it going, guys? How's it going?
We have Tony here because Tony is the owner and operator of Jailhouse
Barbecue.
Jailhouse Barbeque. Where would you come up with that name, bud?
Well, I have cooked at the jail for the last 9 years, so.
They're eating like that?
No, definitely not. No. They're eating better than most places.
Gotcha.
Truth.
Yeah.
So is it... You would think I would know this, but I don't. So do you like whip up stuff, or is everything that they get like already pre-made and just...
No, we start off with the recipes. We put them together. A lot of them are from scratch. For the beans, we make our own sauces, stuff like that.
Awesome.
Make our own gravies from the roux. Yeah, like I said, they eat better than most people think.
Well, that's good.
So you make a roux, huh?
Yes.
What's that? Is it like flour and what?
Butter.
Yeah. I don't know how to cook very well at all. So whenever you're talking about bringing over ribs, whenever any kind of meat I make, it's either burnt or dry. So,
Gotcha.
Or it's still clucking.
Well, it started out that way. I grew up cooking my whole life. My brother and me, and we would cook all the time.
Nice.
That's just how my grandma Lombardi, she's Italian. She taught us how to make all the Italian foods. We'd go stay with her for 2 weeks out of the summer. And she'd make up, and she's like 5 foot nothing. Mm-hmm. And she'd whip up these big old, just for the three of us, big old meals. So my brother and me would eat like all this food, seriously, for like 2 weeks straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
I don't know if that's, I know I'm trying to, I guess we could just bring it up to
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. Yeah, that works.
Now I'm on stage. That used to be.
Yeah, that works.
There we go.
Scott remembers.
I do. I was the lead singer of a band, the Amber Lamps, and then they heard Tony sing, and then I didn't have a job anymore.
Really?
Tony can put it down, dude.
Really?
Actually,
yeah.
It's really good. So what inspired you just doing that there at the jail, whatever, to start your own thing? Or did you see like a bunch of fat ass people like me walking around being like, there's money to be made here?
No, well, I just love cooking.
Right.
It's like I did landscaping for a long time, as you guys know.
I remember, yeah.
But I was, a passion on has been cooking. Mm-hmm. And a friend of mine got into smoking food, mm-hmm. and I was like, man, I really want to try that. So I did, and I got really good at it. I started making my own spices, my own seasonings. Using spices to make my own seasonings, and then I made my own barbecue sauces, and people just started falling in love with it. So I started entering competitions. I entered the one here in Washington.
Yeah.
And I won People's Choice Award my first year.
Nice.
Yeah. Second year, I won the best turkey. So.
Oh.
Well, I can tell you this. This may just be my opinion, but it seems as though we've only got about 2 options for dinner choices.
Yes.
Locally, and
for real.
You either want Mexican food or you want pizza, some kind of pizza restaurant. So it will be nice to have something new and something different to go to.
For sure.
We've had those style of choices, it seems like, for many years without any change. So I think you're on to something.
I've been told there's a couple of people that own some restaurants in town that are very good friends of mine, and they've been helping me through the stages, which is awesome. And I'm glad they're helping me. But they're saying the same thing. They said, Tony, you're going to be busy.
Yeah.
Because, and people, I've done pop-up for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And man, every time I'd get in there, I'd be open 3 hours. 4 hours, I'd make 24 racks of ribs. I'd pull down 3 pork butts, which will feed maybe 30 people a sandwich. And I'd do either smoked chicken or smoked turkey, just depends. And I'd sell out. And I was just like, and everybody's like, you need to open up a restaurant.
Yeah.
So that's
the plan.
Yeah. And I was going to do a food trailer at first.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? As much money as it's going to take, I'm just going to do it. And I got in touch with a guy that owns a building here in town, and man, did it go well. It went really well.
So, wasn't the antique, was it?
No. Well,
hey, you could get some smoky flavor.
Yeah, that's the truth. I smelled it all the way at the jail that day.
Man, that's a bad deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was bad.
When you said people walking you through the process, are you talking about like getting your all the licenses and everything
Yeah,
that comes with that.
Yeah, working in the food service, you get health inspections, you get fire inspections, you get all these inspections. But opening up a restaurant, it's a whole another dynamic. And a couple of these people have done that, and they've actually helped me. They're helping me through the process. I'd say the hoods and the systems and the people that have to install them, and then you get your fire suppression systems and the fire marshals. I'm telling you, there's hoops to jump through, but to me, it's worth it because it's going to be something I love to do.
Yeah.
I love cooking.
And not only all the hoops to jump to, but the expense has got to be great as well. So
yeah,
man, that's crazy.
You see, I am also a business owner, and I started a trucking company, and it's a lot more than just getting a truck and insurance. You know, like it's a whole.
You guys want me to step out?
Exactly.
While you business owners speak,
you are too. BarrSco Media. We are now.
Yeah, we're rolling in it.
Yeah,
we're rolling in it.
I can't wait for tax season. It's going to be so easy. What did you bring in?
Yeah,
nothing.
I tell you what we spent though.
Hey, you know what? It's just started, and you guys do really well. I really like the last couple that you guys put out.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
We got some. We've been getting feedback, which is great because it helps us. And obviously, our first episode was a little. I don't want to say it was a little more dry, a little more dull than the last two, but we didn't want to get deplatformed right off the bat. If you get kicked off YouTube on your first episode, that's not a good thing.
Yeah,
now, our buddy Craig Cox, he goes, "Man, I watched that episode. You need to rename your show Stale Crackers."
That's already copywritten. There's a guy named Stale Cracker down in Louisiana. He makes his own seasonings and food and stuff like that. But yeah, that's already copywritten. We can't use that.
I think it would be fun if we could make a commercial for you.
That would be awesome. You know what? Yeah, we can talk about that.
Have some rap music in it, maybe.
Dude, I'm down with that.
Now, have you?
Rap?
Now, listen. Have you watched the episodes?
Yes.
Okay, so you already saw that he could write you a little tune.
I saw last week's too.
I wish you could have sang that for me.
That way, we can work something out. I don't mind. I'm not scared. You know that.
Yeah, I got you.
What would you do if I sang out of tune?
Wait for you to take it, Tony. No.
I was getting ready to.
Would you stand up and walk out on me?
It's a good song.
He always looked like he was having a fit when he sang.
Hey, have you seen John Belushi and Saturday Night Live do him?
How do you keep a straight face?
Oh, it's perfect. Like it's
we're doing all right.
Yeah.
Belushi was good. Too. He was very good.
Yeah. And just like other successful young comedians, died way too young.
Yeah.
Way too young. I don't know what the deal is, but I just brought the mood down a little bit. But I'm sorry about that.
Right.
But
okay.
Hey, I had to get that out there because Farley, Belushi.
Yeah.
It's probably because you're smelling comfort food right now, making you get a little sentimental.
Is that right?
Yeah. There's ribs in the air, folks.
So what stage are you in the process? What can we expect, or when can we expect it?
Right now, the building that he is working on, he's got two businesses. So he's finishing the other business and then going to mine. But he's kind of doing what he can to mine in the meantime while he's waiting for materials or whatever. So we're waiting for walls to be torn out so I could put in a hood because it's a 12-foot hood, which is really big. And but I need it because I'm going to put a smoker inside eventually.
Wow.
Not now. I got mine, but the one that I want, I will. So
maybe you can help me. I'm sure you probably can. What is the difference in all of these styles of barbecue, like Memphis and Texas, and
good question,
and what's the difference?
Seasoning.
Really,
it's just different. The way they season them, and sometimes the wood they use when they smoke them. And I'll be honest, I don't know too much about a lot of the styles, but that's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Their seasonings, like some of them are spicier than others, some are sweeter than others.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to do like dry rub? Are you going to do like wet, or?
I do both.
I wouldn't recommend doing a dry rub. There's a little chafing involved.
Discomfort for a couple days.
Deplatformed. We're done. We're done. We're done.
That's what I was getting ready.
Yeah. No,
TVMA. We got to put the little
13 and older.
jeez, I'm Pete. You, what kind of?
Hey, you didn't let him answer the question.
I'm sorry.
Me, Ed.
Again, what was the question? You guys threw me off.
What are you going to do? Are you going to do the dry rub, the wet?
Okay. No, I do. Actually, I'll do anything what the customer wants.
Okay.
So if customer, and that'll be something that when they order, they'll have the option of we want the ribs wet or we want them dry. So I do them both ways. That way, you're not limiting the customer to what they can order.
Yeah.
I try to make it big.
Let's talk sides.
Oh yeah, I got. I'm really known, and I'll be honest. And you ask anybody that has tried my potato salad, it's phenomenal.
Really?
It's a fat guy making food. I'm telling you, it's going to be good.
Never trust a skinny chef?
Absolutely not.
Well, my slaw, which I have my slaw here with it, which I made really fast. Everything I cooked for you guys today was fast because I was notified at noon today that it would be a good idea to bring food.
I was hungry. I was like,
well, I'll see what I can do.
He goes, my smoker's underneath about 2 feet of snow right now.
I just had my son go out and clean it off. He did a good job. He helped me out a lot today. He was awesome. And I want to give him a call out to Reese because he did a really good job.
So this is going to be a family affair.
Yes, he wants to help me in my restaurant.
Yeah.
So it'll be him and me and probably another person. And we're only going to be open a few days a week starting out until I can get it going. And once the momentum picks up, then
Well, let me give you a hint. There have been some places around that have had some issues, and a majority of the feedback that I hear or that I see is like, we're going to be closed this day. We're going to be closed this, like never open. You know what I mean? They like the places. The places are good to eat at, and people like the places, but they choose to not open, or they have so many days that they're closed or can't be there or whatever. So that's going to be a killer if.
And the people that I told you helped me with the restaurant, they've said the same thing. I said, but this is kind of something I got to do because I got to still have.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to make sure that.
But what I'm saying is, if it's a fixed schedule or if it's only 3 days, then that's what I'm talking about. Like these other places would have a fixed schedule, but then on those 3 days, they'd be like, oh, we're going to be closed today. We're going to be closed today. We're going to be closed. So I think that's super, super important.
What do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is availability.
And you're exactly right. My plan is I will be there. So,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you ain't got to worry about that. I don't plan to close on those 3 days unless something.
Emergency.
Yeah. Which. I don't see that happen. Well, we never can really see that happen. So.
Yeah.
Are you as good with poultry as you are with beef?
I thought I was pretty good with the poultry. So what I do is I get and a lot of people like the Odin turkey strips.
Yes.
So I get those and I smoke them.
Okay.
And then I smoke them about 3/4 away, and then I drop them in a barbecue sauce and cook them the rest of the way.
Oh my!
I'm telling you,
that sounds
unbelievable. So you said beef. Like, the ribs are pork ribs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So brisket is pretty good.
Okay, and that's beef.
Yeah, and I actually smoke burgers. And anybody that's had my smoked burgers can second. They're probably some of the best burgers you'll ever had. No,
I got to try that.
Yeah.
They're a 3rd pound Angus burgers.
My son will be all over it. Jack. Oh,
I'm telling you, my kids love them. So, I'm not trying to boast. I'm just telling you the truth. I would tell you if they're bad.
Oh,
I probably wouldn't even serve them.
Here's a tip I'd give you to put on your menu for all those people with kids with no imaginations is chicken tenders and macaroni and cheese.
Trust me.
That's my son.
But you know what's funny? Your son and my son are friends.
Yeah.
He's the same way.
Yeah.
I don't like that, Dad. Is it spicy? No, it's not spicy, kiddo.
So what the deal is you'll have to swing through McDonald's drive-thru to feed your kids before you come to Tony's place, the Jailhouse, and then you feed the adults at Jailhouse.
When Jack was little, he was the same way. I'd be like, "Hey, try some of this. Try some of these baked beans." And he goes, "I just want chicken tenders." Like, all right, white boy.
Through.
So you're gonna have an option with the kick?
Yes, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 3 different barbecue sauces. I'm going to have just a smoky, which smoky is called gun smoke, nice. Jailhouse theme, and I have a fire candy, which is sweet and spicy. And then I just have, and then the other one is like a raspberry chipotle, which is not my mix, but I'm trying to find something fruity like that. That's really good.
Wow.
If it's really fruity, you should call it prison bitch.
Hey, there you go.
There's an and sign.
There you go. Yes. Yeah. Use emojis.
Yes.
Or what about characters? Use characters. Spell it out. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I would buy it.
Oh, man.
So, what's the timeline?
We're looking hopefully to be open March, April.
Yeah.
I really like to get sooner, but it's all going to depend on the inspections and everything that gets cleared through everybody else.
Where is your building?
It is, where the new Impressed building is being built?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is if you're looking at it from across the street, to the right, there was an old white church.
To the north of it.
Yes, that's correct. To the north of it, right across from Jones Sons.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that's the building. It's going to be the front side of that building.
I'm so relieved to hear that it's not going to be in the old Snack Shack building. Nothing ever works at that building. Have you
There's
ever
something in there now. What is it?
It's been catering place for
M&M
years.
Creations or something? Or is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, they kept making like sit down restaurants in there, and it just and nobody that was there ever got their identity because they'd be like,
I used to like the Snack Shack.
"Who wants to go to Snack Shack?" It was like
Yeah.
Snack Shack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And what's funny is I worked there when it was I don't remember what restaurant it was. It was me and Gage Keeler was actually, you brought him up last week. He was actually the dishwasher. He and I were talking because I sing and he used to ask me questions to sing.
Nice.
And I was cooking in there. That's so funny.
I'll tell you what. He gets out there on Main Street and busks, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does a good job.
We can hear him from the police department a lot of times whenever he's singing down on Main Street. He'll go to the gazebo or something and start singing. We can hear him from the police department.
So if you worked at that place, was it a male stripping review?
What? what are we talking about?
Hey, Tony, I figure you get out there and do the moves.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Yeah. Funny.
Where?
You say that.
The place he said he was working at.
It used to be, it was before M&M Creations. It was I can't remember what place it was called. Jack's or
I remember it was Little Houston's for a little bit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
We've had a couple of barbecue joints in town. Hume's was there. Was in the
Hume
Reed's.
and Little Houston was the same guy.
Was it the same guy?
I thought so.
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think Little Houston's. He did his around with the trailer, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't want to plug these other joints though.
For sure. I mean, there's a reason why they're not in here on the.
That's right. Only the best.
Well,
March. Hoping March.
Yes, I hope in March, April to be open. We got, and the great thing is I'm going to have every week I'm going to have a different special, a different meat. So like one week we'll have a smoked meatloaf. I make these, my grandma Lombardi, I told you about her teaching me how to cook. I make these meatballs. Yeah. I just made some a few days ago for my kids.
Tony, we can't wait till March.
there's going to be a spaghetti option. Are you going to
smoked meatball sandwich? Oh. It's phenomenal. With the smoked provolone. I'm telling you, it's really good. You guys,
hey, tell the folks. Obviously, it's probably gonna vary, and you're gonna have quite a bit of invested in this place.
Yes.
If a person takes a family, what can they expect? Price range wise,
there's different things, and different things are cheaper. So, like the pulled pork sandwich and 2 sides, you're looking at about $9.99.
Dang.
And then a rack of ribs and 2 sides, you're looking at about $27. Which you go to
a full rack though.
Yeah, full rack. And what I did is I split a rack for you guys. So, and if you need more, I got more at home. I was just hurrying. But that's probably the most expensive thing. Now the brisket, that's going to be one of the specials because it's so expensive to make right now.
Yeah,
beef is just crazy priced right now.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. Well, everything is.
Yeah,
but hopefully, January 20th.
Yeah,
that stuff will start to come back down because we're going to drill.
That's right. That's what I'm
talking about. And when gas prices come down, everything comes down.
Yep. People don't realize. Never mind. I'm not going to get public.
No, that's fine. It's fine. And but it does correlate, does it not?
It does correlate. Absolutely. And anybody that says it doesn't,
yeah, they're not in the business.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're not in the business if you don't think it does. Because how do you get your stuff? What, trucking?
Exactly.
So everything.
Yep.
exactly.
If I owned a restaurant and the beef prices were what they are now, the Humane Society would be missing animals. They'd have room.
Kitty casserole.
That's exactly what I was going to say because you brought that up last week.
The bat. What they say on Anchorman 2? They're chicken of the cave. That's what people call them. Like nobody calls them. No. Well, I think it's time for us to try to dig into these puppies here, Barry.
Right, so we're going to do it live. Okay. So just so let everybody know, this is live. Yeah.
Now, I am very white, so I hope you didn't make them too spicy.
No, they should be.
I like spice.
There's a little bit on there, but it's not much.
Oh, my. Oh.
Who got the sauced ones?
I did.
Oh, they're going to be a mess. But that's the way.
Part of the appeal.
Yes.
Don't ruin my desktop.
I told you you're going to want to bring some napkins and stuff.
I got them somewhere. Oh.
They might be hot.
This is not an ASMR video.
I'm going to say this, and I swear it's not because you're sitting right next to me, but that is the best rib I think I've ever had. I've had some ribs. That is unbelievable, dude.
I've had a lot of people compliment me on my ribs.
Dude, that's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Barry, try one of these with the sauce.
Hang on.
Smells good. My kids are eating them right now as we speak too. So
no, yeah. Pick it out.
There you go.
Hope you out there.
I can't eat all these. Allie said to make sure I brought her some upstairs.
If I'd have known, I'd have brought another half rack for them up there.
Oh my God. Yeah, go ahead and switch her off there because it's fine. I'll fix it.
Don't get it on my desktop.
Oh, don't worry about your desktop. And if you call me meathead one more time there, officer. Man, the dry rub's real good too.
Yes, it's delicious.
Jeez and Pete, Tony.
Yeah, you got to show the product so people see that. Look at that. I mean, that's just
you got the ring and everything.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
My dad and I, and Jack, we love going to barbecue places, and a lot of times, like, you know, I'm not trying to talk bad about the place or whatever, but like Mission Barbecue down in and then City Barbecue, it really tastes like it was on like an assembly line. Yeah. This has had attention.
And I made these really fast.
That is delicious.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Hey, get in that slaw, Scott. I'm not a slaw guy. You get in that slaw and tell me what it's like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to make potato salad, but I didn't have enough time, so sorry.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
You have nothing to apologize for. That is the best rib I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, so we're filming again in a couple of days.
Okay.
You can be our studio caterer.
Bring back another rack of ribs.
That's a cream slaw, not a vinegar slaw. Or
it tastes like a little. Yeah, I can
really
taste.
both.
Yeah,
I like mixing it because I do like the breakdown of the vinegar slaw. But I like the flavor and the feel.
Like activates everything.
Yes,
it's so good.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys how my potato salad. So sides, bring the sides up. So I've got slaw, potato salad, baked beans. I've got my smoked mac and cheese is really good.
Yeah.
It's not dry. It's actually really creamy. And I have a barbecue potato, cheesy potatoes.
Yeah.
And I have a southern green beans. Those are my sides.
Southern green beans. Mm-hmm. You put the big fat in there.
Pork. I do put pork in there. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
We're gonna quit asking you about your recipes because you're gonna get counterfeited here. Somebody's gonna rip you off.
There's a lot of technique, isn't there?
There's more than just what's in it. Trust me. And that's what I learned with the seasonings. Because you would hear on YouTube or whatever anybody's watching, or even if you sit there and watch Bobby Flay or any of my, like Bobby Flay is one of my favorite chefs because I like his spice. Anyway, he sit there and talk about spices. you still don't know how much.
What about Haruto? Is he? Hang on. Go ahead, Scotty.
Is it cinnamon there? You're crazy, Arudo. That's garlic powder.
Have you seen Shane Gillis?
I don't think I have.
That's Shane Gillis.
Oh, okay.
He's making fun of what's
Guy
that?
Fieri.
Guy Fieri. That makes sense.
Damn, that's delicious.
Can I? And I would like to make a recommendation for a T-shirt for your place.
Okay.
It would be for someone like me. It needs to say, "I lost my self-respect at Jailhouse Barbeque."
That's a good one. I like that.
We have a guest here. It's my buddy Jack. Jack, you got to get down. You got to try some of these ribs. Right. Tony brought them in. This is my son Jack. He's a.
How you doing, buddy?
Don't stand in front of the camera. Get over.
Okay. I was looking for it.
Yeah, so he's got no ties to me, so hopefully this goes well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Set it down and grab you one, Jack.
All right.
Yeah, just break you off just break it off with your hand. Oh, you got the bone. Just leave it alone. Just get the meat.
He said, "Oh, damn it."
Just take a bite off of it.
This yours?
It's all mine. Take a big bite off of it.
That's good.
It's better than the city barbecue and stuff we had, isn't it?
Yeah. That's real good.
Now take the rest up to Allie.
Yes. All of this. But tell her not to eat it all because I'll be up there later.
And I may have leftovers at the house, so if you want some, I can bring some back. Bye. Not a problem.
Well,
Thanks, Jack.
Which I really appreciate this.
dude, we appreciate you coming on and thank you for bringing the product. I knew it was going to.
Go on, get it.
I knew you were going to bring the goods. I was selfish for asking you. That's so late.
I was questioning it, to be honest with you, when you invited me. Then I was like, no, I don't really have enough time to mess with it. And then at 11:55 today, hey, are you going to be bringing in? Dang it! I knew I should have went this morning and got some ribs.
Well, Tony, I got to tell you, that was delicious.
Absolutely.
Absolutely delicious.
Thank you, guys.
You have 2 customers already.
Yeah, I'll be a loyal customer.
Yeah.
And when you try the other stuff, you'll be like, my gosh.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody does. And I love that. That's, to me, I don't care if I make tons of money. I'm not saying it would hurt or anything. I'm just saying it's not what I love when people are satisfied with what I do.
Well, you're going to have quite the investment, so hopefully you make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Right? That's true. Yes.
Well, like me and Barry, for a long time, we were doing these and we weren't getting them out because we didn't know like the whole, what do you want to say?
The technical
aspect of it was farther than we could do. And I kept getting frustrated. And Barry finally says to me, dude, I just love doing them. I don't care if we get any of them out.
Yeah.
So that's what you feel like with cooking. But
yeah, it's true. That's how it
thank
started.
God you're getting it out. I mean, my Lord.
Yeah, I love it. I do. And this is you guys. I've watched the last 3 that you've done, and I thought it was pretty good.
Thanks,
We
man.
appreciate it.
The first one I didn't think was that bad.
I was just mad about the colds.
Don't listen to Craig. It's like, I'm just kidding. He's a friend of mine. I'm just teasing. But that's Craig's got a sense of humor.
Yeah, well, if we were listening to Craig, we'd already been deplatformed.
That's for sure.
It's true.
Where can people be watching for you on Facebook and stuff for updates and notifications?
I'm actually going to put another notification. I put one out around Thanksgiving, and I was going to do it right after Christmas. But when we talked, I was like, I want to wait till after those guys have me on. So probably in a week, I'm going to, right before you air this, maybe the same day, I'm going to put it on Facebook.
Awesome.
And tag this into it so that they can see.
Yeah, we'll talk about it because I can schedule one.
Well, this is like a 30-minute commercial.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and that's then for both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Yeah.
So, well, anything else you'd like to say before we get out of here, Tony?
No, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for bringing the food, and thanks for giving us something to look forward to, and
Absolutely.
and a new different option,
Improving the
to
town.
eat. Yes, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
And I hope that when it picks up momentum, I can be open 5-6 days a week. That's my plan anyway.
Awesome. Well, we're going to get out of here. Please like and subscribe.
Thank
and
you guys
comment.
very much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for being
thanks,
here,
Tony.
pal.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
We'll see you.
Bye. Bye.